All right, I tied on the 6 Sense Hyper Jerk from 6 Sense. And throwing it on the BFS setup. Guess you kind of work it like a jerk bait, I don't know. Yeah, it's supposed to start raining. Originally it said 7. 40% chance is 7. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. If it's not too bad, I'm gonna fish through it. I got my rain jacket. Just to reline this thing. But yeah, thanks for 200 subscribers. Pretty awesome. That's 20% the way to 1,000. And 1,000 is a lot. I mean, think about it. Count to 1,000. How long is it gonna take you? At least a few minutes. Can be a long time depending who you ask. Let me throw the Bandito bug. This Senko ain't really. Yeah, it must be like a little brush pile here. Very peaceful and calm out here today. At least over here. I'm sure there's not gonna be a lot of pleasure boaters out here. Fine with me. Beautiful. Leave a comment. You know, let's get some interaction going. How did y'all get into fishing? A lot of people grew up fishing. You know, were introduced to it pretty early. I guess I was, but I never really liked it. But a few years, what is it? Probably 2018-ish. Wow, that's freaking 7 years ago. Pretty crazy. My buddy was like, dude, there's a pond like 5 minutes from your house. We should go fishing. And I'm like, dude, I don't like fishing. You know, I used to fish when I was a kid. I don't like it. Well, he finally talked me into it. Ended up getting rod and reel and some tackle. All right, crappie. He's like red. Look at that. Oh my God. That's a Preggers crappie right there. Look at that. This is a small crappie. But look at that fat freaking gut. It's like all red. That's crazy. That is an insane crappie. All right, buddy, go lay your eggs, little girl. Or she's just fat and has been eating a lot. Anyways, where was I? We went fishing at that pond, and I'm pretty sure I caught one. We fished all afternoon. Pretty sure I caught one, like a 2-pounder. It's the same pond I fished before on the channel. And I remember I lost one on a frog because we didn't know how to tie knots, dude. We just tied them until they felt tight. And yeah, ever since then I was hooked. Started buying tackle, more rods. And then I got a kayak. I got another kayak right after that because my friend got a nice one, so I got a nicer one. And then I ended up buying my bass tracker. I had that for a while, and I was like, I never use it. I don't even like going out on the lake because it's so crowded. So I sold it for a little bit of profit, honestly. That was a nice boat. You know, it was a 2010 tracker. Slow, but it was nice, you know, for what I used it for. I could get real shallow. And then, what, a year and some change later, I was like, I kind of want a boat again. So I was just looking, and then I could literally, at that point, you could not find boats for sale. Ended up buying a 1994 Nitro in horrible shape. And I spent way too much on it, but it was the only thing for sale. A tremendous piece of crap. And I didn't even enjoy using it because it was such a piece of junk. I don't know why I bought it. Traded that for a big loss, pretty much. And then a year later, I bought this boat. And here I am. And I started a YouTube channel with my buddy Jordan, who doesn't come fishing with me anymore. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of crappie down there. Looks like the bass are kind of feeding on them or something. It's so hard to see with all this pollen. This piece of brush is 20 foot that way. Well, now it's 10 foot. I gotta. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I lost my Bandito bug. Oh. Yes, sir. Ow, buddy, chill. They're out feeding on crappie in the freaking middle of the freaking ditch of the creek. That is so weird. Probably a nice pound and a heifer. Appreciate that. Bass on the bandito bug. Go eat them crappie. Ow, that's what I like. 6:30. Well, I don't know if I have any more of these bandito bugs. I need to organize my freaking tackle. Here we go. There was one at the top of the brush and came flying down when he saw my jig. That's crazy. I think that's him right there. Pretty sure he just had it in his freaking mouth. I wasn't paying attention. Let me try something. Let's see if I can get him out. Swim this glide right over this brush pile. Here he comes. Oh my God, that's a big fish. That is a big bass. I saw him. Okay. He came up out of the brush, but he didn't eat it. There's one following it now. It's a small one. Might not be that big, but it looked freaking huge. But I'm not the best judge of scale off live scope. He's inside this brush. Of course the rain stops when I put my rain jacket on. I had my jacket on. It quit raining. I kept my jacket on 20 minutes, just took my jacket off, and now it's starting to rain again. That's my luck. All right. Wasn't recording, but I didn't think that was a bite. He didn't bite very hard. I mean, it's a small bass. All right, yeah, I guess he grabbed it and he was like swimming towards me with it. One thing about these bandito bugs, the top of them is like soft. They just tear. And I don't have any more natural color bandito bugs. That looks like a group of bass right there. It's like 5 fish off of this brush right here. Yeah, there's a good piece of brush right here. And there was like a little school of like 5 fish. I don't know, it looks like there's fish in there, but yeah, if it rains like this, a little drizzle all day, keep everyone else off the water, I'll stay out here all day. Oh, it's supposed to like really storm this afternoon, so. And this will also kind of test the theory, you know, today, that when a front's rolling in, it makes the bass bite. So we'll see. We'll all see. Come on, I'm getting bit again. Must not be bass. But usually if it's a bluegill, they'll keep biting it.